EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. And how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt.
Taking it right down Broadway. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 43 yards. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run. Here's the former Seminole. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. Now 2nd and 5. Another run here with Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Murray going to throw. Open net, here's Benson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 55 yards. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, not content with a 1st quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart, pass.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 17-8. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. Flush to his right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 8. On the ground with a tight end. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On second down, here's Watson. Pass incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got Harrison left side complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. To throw is Murray. Touchdown! Trey Benson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Now Bush on the return.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Here's Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 32 yards. And the Cards have taken the lead here in this third quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Off of play action, it's Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And finally down he goes.
Fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the ground, it's Ford. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jordan Akins punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for two. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Murray throwing on second down. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw again. Murray flushed out right. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Murray eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now here's a throw that's complete.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now 2nd and 4. A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. Murray escaping the pressure right.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Murray. Flush to his right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.